Hi, this is Sharon calling in from Miami, Florida.
Hey, Sharon from Miami, Florida. Welcome to the call.
Thank you.
Are you already a part of our community?
No, not yet.
Not yet. All right. I love the not yet. So you have plans to join then.
Yep,
All right. Nice, nice, nice. Who invited you today?
Esther.
Oh, wonderful. Man, Esther is rocking this thing, like smoking it. And she really cares about people and stuff. Really wonderful partner. But your voice sounds Jamaican.
You too.
Yes, I am. I am. Esther, I know he's from Kenya, so it's pretty awesome. Pretty awesome that you guys met. All
Yep,
right, wonderful,
she's a
wonderful. Welcome
wonderful
to the call.
person. Thank you.
Yes, she's awesome. She's definitely awesome. So we're very happy that she's in our community, and I'm looking forward to sharing information on her behalf with you, Sharon. All right. Have you ever traded before, Sharon?
Yes, uh-huh.
Oh, great. And what has your experience in trading been like?
Up and down.
Up and down. All right.
Yes, yes,
Nice.
yeah.
Nice, nice. We want to take the down out of the up.
I know, I just need a little discipline.
All right. Well, we're going to show you a system that can help you, right? Because
Yeah.
discipline is a part of it. I absolutely agree. But also the data that we use to trade is very important, and it can enhance our results if we get the right data. So
Mm-hmm.
we're going to look at that and show you a system that's been giving us data that's been allowing us to make excellent results, create excellent results for ourselves, right?
Good, good.
All right, great, Sharon. Do you mind being my co-pilot today, just to look at the system? I ask you like basic questions, nothing fancy. Do you
Okay.
mind? All right, great, 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 great. All right, anyone else wants to give us your name or where you're streaming from? We'd love to hear from you.
Uh, I'm Roger.
Hi, Roger. How are you, sir?
Pretty good, man. How you doing?
Man, I'm doing amazing and grateful, Roger. Thank you for asking. Glad to hear it well. Where are you streaming from?
I'm Canada.
Canada. I hear a little bit of Jamaican underneath that.
No, man. You're a woolly.
You're only. I wasn't sure. All right. Well, welcome, Roger. Welcome. Is this your first time joining us?
Yeah, technically, I mean, I jumped on yesterday for about just probably about 2 or 3 minutes at the very end, but yeah, I'm back
Okay,
now.
so Roger sounds like he lived in the UK.
Yeah. Look like your accent specialist or something. Yeah, I was born in the UK, but Jamaican. You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jamaica. Yeah, I could tell. You're Jamaican underneath it all, but I
Yes.
could tell that
Yes.
I could hear the
Yes.
UK overlay.
I know. You know, it's Jamaican schooling and all that stuff. So yeah.
All right, nice to meet you, bro. Nice to
Yeah.
meet you, man.
You too.
Welcome to the call, Roger.
Yeah, man, no problems.
All right, nice. Anyone else want to give us your name or where you're streaming in from? Would love to hear from you.
Hi, this is Dunstan from Trinidad and Tobago.
Hey, Dunstan, welcome to the call, my brother. Welcome from Trinidad. A joy to have you on with us today. All right,
Pleasure.
awesome. All right, so let's dive in, everybody. Thank you very much for being here. Thank you for joining us, those who are guests of our esteemed business colleagues. As I said earlier, my name is Dr. Harry Benjamin. I grew up in Jamaica. I became a medical doctor there. Soon afterwards, I became a distributor of automobiles. I did that successfully for around 16 years. My wife and I, we moved from Jamaica to Florida. We did some real estate investments in Florida. The real estate mortgage crisis of 2008 hit us really hard. We landed in a financial valley. We were able to climb out of that valley using the network marketing model. We got ourselves back on our feet, and it's been a wonderful journey. 3 years ago, well, a couple of years, a few years ago, 8 years, eight going into 9 years, we had the privilege of going over to Nigeria. We lived there for 8 years. We're now back to the US. And while being in Nigeria, the lockdown of 2020 affected the world. We were locked down at home, and we got into trading. We were introduced to the idea of using our phones and our laptops to trade and make money. A lot of people started learning about trading at that time. It wasn't an easy learning curve for those who have been in trading. I heard Sharon say that she's had an up and down experience. And, we got into this community, became affiliates. I focused on the affiliate side in the beginning, mainly because I was already pretty good with marketing. So I focused on the affiliate side and I started earning like money every week. You could pay a small amount, like $168 to get registered to be an affiliate. And then if you're good with marketing, you could make, even if you're not that good, you still make good money. $500, $1,000, $2,000 a month, $5,000, $10,000. I've seen people earn as high as $200,000 a month with this particular design, what's called a 3x Infinity matrix. So we already know that the comp plan can pay out money. We're certain about. We have been able to do quite well with it, and it has allowed us to grow, and we've succeeded very well over the last couple of years as a company. And we're now set to do some really great things. Apart from the compensation plan, what it is that we sell, we have education in the trading space that is the foundation of what we do. So when you join our community, you'll be trained on how to trade a $7.3 trillion market. That's how we got started. We produced individuals that have earned over $1 million, at least 2, that have done that since we opened our company. And many more who have earned hundreds of thousands. We have people earning $100, $200 a day, $500. A lot of success stories. We do have students who are not yet earning any money, okay, from trading. So there are still a lot of people in our community who are still learning how to trade. But we do have people who are earning money consistently from trading. Our trading education packages are very affordable. $89 a month, $99 a month, $159 per month that you pay if you want to be a student in our community. And then we have our powerful safety trade system, which we'll emphasize today. Sharon and maybe one other or so will help me to navigate our way in looking at this, right? So we have the safety trade system, and we have a bunch of different add-ons that we have as well. But the safety trade system, only $599 for the year, which is very cheap, $50 a month. And then you could pay $75 per month for the signals that the safety trade system sends out, which is an extremely good deal. All right, so $599 a month, and really, really powerful. It includes the safety trade system for the first month, so you're really paying $524 plus $75 in the first month. So the safety trade system is technically $524, and the signals are $75, and then you have access to that, right? So really great. Let's talk a bit about, okay, I want to forget to mention 2 other components to our community. We have the health and wellness product line, which you can order health and wellness products, stay healthy and strong, from Xtreamfx Global Academy, from our platform, right? So we're diversified. And we also have our travel website for booking and making wholesale bookings on our website. You could book travel and get up to 80% discount on hotels through our platform, right? So we have a very diverse community. But today we want to look at trading a bit. And, Sharon, you were mentioning that you got some up and down results. And looking at, let me just bring up a chart here, something that doesn't have much markups on it. But Sharon, do you remember this chart? Do you know what this chart is, or this website?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what's the name of this website?
TradingView.
Okay, great. So the first time you saw TradingView, how did you feel when you saw all these buttons and stuff? How did it make you feel?
Well, a bit apprehensive because it's a lot to learn, to maneuver in the platform. I had learned about the candles, so that wasn't a problem. But just maneuvering and learning how to draw the lines, you're using text, all of that. That took some time to learn.
I agree with you. In fact, the first time I saw the website, I got a headache. True story. The first time I saw somebody bring this up on a screen on a presentation, my head started to hurt me, and I believed I'd never be able to learn this. Right? But I made some progress now. You could see me trying to put in some lines here, put in some support resistance lines. And when you can do that successfully, you could trap price, and hopefully when there's a breakout, you could make money. But this is not easy to learn. Putting in these support resistance, putting in trend lines is just not easy to learn. And it took me a while, and it takes people a lot of time to learn how to do that. So I'm very thankful that This gentleman developed this technology. His name is Mr. Grego, and he developed the safety trade technology. It's a system, and he started trading about 10 years ago. About 10 years ago. The first 5.5 years, 9, 10 years. Let's say the first 6 years, but I think it's 5.5 years. He lost $26,000 over that time trying to trade and use all these various techniques, right, that are trained on Fibonacci, volume, understanding order blocks, understanding, breakout retest trade, understanding market structure. And for 5.5 years, he lost money. And I wasn't not able to have that up and down. Sometimes you make some money and you lose it, make some money, then you lose it. So he was not able to make any money. So after 5.5 years, he finally figured out a system that he used to trade, which is called a safety trade system. He figured out where are the best points of entry to make money from trading. And he developed this in the form of a system on a technology that allowed his sister. The first other person to use it was his sister, who suffers from epilepsy, and she could not hold on a job. So he designed the system so that she could have a way to trade and make money. All right. So that's the genesis of the safety trade system. That's how it came into be. And now you and I have access to it. Right. You and I can actually use the safety trade system now because he did that. All right. Now, what has been the results that people have achieved? We have people who have now used it. The number one story is a gentleman who actually made about $1.4 million in 7 months using it. We have another gentleman who has already bought himself a Bentley from his income. He started with $3,500. He's now earned about $600,000 in about 8 or 9 months. Giving up a 6-figure job, he now does this trading full time as the way to support himself and his family. And there are many other stories, but right here within our team, since we started promoting the safety trade, we have many stories, myself included. I've now gotten past struggling to trade to where I now can trade and create consistent results and make money from trading. Bright has a beautiful story over there from Nigeria. And he was trading, Sharon, he was trading for 2 years. And I don't know if Bright is on here with us right now, but Bright was trading for 2 years. Yeah, Bright is on. And Bright, if you can unmute. And Sharon and Bright and I and maybe a couple others, we just talk about this because this is not hype. We're not here to hype you as a guest. We're going to give you it straight and no fluff, okay? Because we're here to make money. We're not here to fool around. So Bright, what has been your experience before the safety trade system? Because Sharon, how long have you been trading for? How long were you trading for before up to this point, before you got to here today?
Maybe about, I would say, close to 10 years.
10 years, and you have had an up and down experience. Yes. All right, that's great. And then Horatio has been trading for about 20 years, and he calls this system the missing link. And he's been trading for 20 years, and he's become successful, but he calls this the missing link, right? Horatio's not with us today. But Bright, you were trading for how many years before you got introduced to this?
About 2 years plus.
And what was your experience over those 2 years?
Honestly, in overall, I can't call it profitable up to in over 2 years, because I can't remember at any point withdrawing $100. It was more of funding, deciding I don't think I can continue with this, and then finding myself coming back, fund an account, use strategies, use market transaction, the indicator,
Your voice is going up and down, Bright. Your voice is going up and down. Is there a way to stabilize it? Could you put your voice more closer to the speaker?
Is it okay?
Yes, it's better now.
Okay, so it's been that up and down. Like I said, I can't remember withdrawing even comfortably $100 from my broker. It was just more of refunding the account. Sometimes deciding that I don't think this is going to work. I'm just going to stop. But over time, still see myself coming back, do demo, come back, refund, and continue, like that. Because I always say that trading really have that addictive part, like, just get addicted to it. Why? Because something keeps telling you when you are away from it, something keeps telling you that there is a potential possibility of making, there is a lot of money you can make from forex. And once you have that mentality, I want to come back, not to give up. That's that mentality, not to give up. So that's been what it is within a period of over 2 years, experience. About having the safety threat system, I would say that it's been like God just sent it to me and my family the right time, because I was almost on the floor. Dr. Harry, I don't know if you can remember the time I told you that I wanted to sell my car, because of situation of things, how things really got to, and you kept encouraging me, you kept calling me when there is any update, you sent me, oh, even, whatever updates, when your daughter was learning to trade, and you never left any stone unturned in terms of updating me in any development in this, what is going on, and all of that, until I came really on it. And it's been that the real source of livelihood, livelihood. Not, I'm not trading with big money per se, but that little withdrawal has been like, if it was not there, if it was not the service system, I don't know what, it would have really been. So it's been like a blessing, to me. It's been a turnaround completely, like 360 degrees turnaround in this industry. So that have for now.
Nice, nice. So, and it's been 2.5 months, and you've now been able to start withdrawing money from the market.
Exactly.
All right, nice, nice, nice. And Esther has had a very similar experience to yours, and hopefully we may get a chance to hear from Esther. But let me just show Sharon how to identify a trade, right? So Sharon, what do you trade when you do trade?
So that again, Dr. Benjamin?
Yeah, what when you're trading, what asset do you trade?
Well, sometimes I do gold, and the indices. Sometimes I do crypto. So it really depends on when I look at the chart and what I'm seeing.
Okay, I got you. So sometimes you trade gold, sometimes you trade cryptocurrency. What about NAS 100?
Yeah, I do NAS, I do German DAX, and I used to like GBP, JPY, and GBP odd.
Okay, so why you no longer like GBP, JPY?
Truly, I have not been following it for a while because I lost some money on it.
Okay, yeah. So you and JPY have a love-hate relationship, right?
Yes, yeah.
I got you. All right. So here's the thing about the safety trade system. It really doesn't matter what the asset is, to be quite frank. You could trade any asset. If you have a preference for one or the other, go for it. And we find that the indices, one of the main reasons why a lot of us are leaning on the indices now is because the safety trade system is so accurate, and the indices move faster than currency pairs. And you could earn a lot more money with shorter moves, especially on stuff like US 30, NAS 100. You could see a candle as short as this one here on US 30, and it could be 10 pips. On GBP, JPY, this could be a half a pip. So a lot of people are starting to recognize this. Of course, the reverse happens when you lose money. You lose money faster as well. So if you do not have a solid system, you probably stay away from the indices and try to go to slow moving pairs to kind of better predict where the market is going. So here's the thing about the safety trade system. It gives us where we should enter the trade for a sell or buy, right? Is that what's most important to you, Sharon, to know when to sell, when to buy?
Definitely.
Yeah, we want to know, am I going to be able to get some pips in the sell, in a buy direction or a sell direction with certainty? And the system is 99% correct. So let's look at even this at the end of, this was Friday, right? At the end of Friday, we could see a little trade here on the 5-minute chart, which is starting to go back up. But let me show you how to identify a trade. I'm going to break it down, and let's go to the beginning of Friday morning. All right, let's go to Friday morning and let's look at how to identify a trade, right? Okay, so let's start here. Let's start, where is my green arrow? Let's see if I see a green arrow. But anyway, I'm not seeing a green arrow, but let me use the red. Let me do the red. All right. So let's start here then, Sharon. All right, let's start here. Let's start here. Let's start here. Okay, let's begin here. 4 things for the base. We need to look for 4 things to identify the basic safety trade. All right, 4 things. There is something that's more important than the 4 things, but you need training to do that, right? But these 4 basic things, you know, there are four things that we need to look for. In fact, let me just show it to us so that we have an understanding and we're kind of all on the same page, right? We just show it to everybody that you're going to need, but you're going to need to go through practice and training to identify that, right? So on the back of this bull is the logo. Do you see this red arrow, this red line, kind of to here, to down, and up and down? Do you see that? And you see a blue one going this way, then this way, then this way. Do you see those 2 lines?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right. So after a while, you're going to learn how to identify that on a chart, right? You know, if we look on a 1-hour chart here, right? You know, we come here, we're going to, let's enlarge this. We're going to look for that pattern. So we see, we end up looking for that pattern. We look for what's called a logo, okay? Where the price started above, came down, came back up, and then went down, okay? But you'll need some training to look for that logo, to identify the logo on a chart. But apart from identifying the logo, there are 4 simple things that we use to identify a trade. 4 simple things, okay? Identifying the logo is going to give you an edge, a big edge. But you do not have to identify the logo to identify a safe trade. Okay, there are 4 simple things, but identifying the logo is supreme. If you go about trading and you identify the logo pattern in these charts, it's going to give you a major edge. But even without identifying the logo, many of us still make money trading with the safety trade system without being able to identify the logo that I just showed you in the patterns of these charts. So let's look at what we would need to, let's just quickly look at some trades and see if you could have identified a trade using the system, all right? So let's start here. Do you see this moving line, this green line going up and down? Do you see this green line going up and down, Sharon?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, this is called a moving average, all right, for the safety trade system. And then below the moving average, at this point where my mouse is, do you agree with me that the candles are below the line?
Yes. Uh-huh.
All right, so the first thing that we need to look for, the candles are below the line. That's number 1. Number 2, that you're going to find on the chart is the green arrow pointing up. Do you see the green arrow pointing up?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
All right, so I've identified 2 things. Now, when the green arrow came on the screen, on this, we're on NAS and we're on the 1-minute time frame chart. So when the green arrow came up, down at the bottom here, there are 5 indicators, the safety trade system indicators. Number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, counting from the bottom. At the end of the screen, are all of them the same color?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
No, okay, let me ask again. At the end of the screen, are these 5 indicators the same color?
Oh no, the number 1, 2, 3, 4 is a different color, and
all right, great.
And the other, and 5, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Great. So the other two of them are green, and 3 of them are red, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, wonderful. So we need to wait for time to pass for all of them to turn green, right? So are all of them green now, Sharon? Are all of them green now?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Right. So the 4th thing we'll wait for is for the 4th one from the bottom, 1, 2, 3, 4, to turn red. Has it turned red now?
Yes.
All right, great. When this happens, you're going to open a trade, right? In the beginner, you open a trade just above the trade line, about 1/2 inch to 1/4 inch above the trade line. And in the beginning stages, you go for 1 to 3 pips. Now, depending on what you're trading, 1 to 3 pips could be less than the distance from the bottom green line to the top, or maybe about that distance, depending on what the asset is. And then we're going to put a stop loss wherever the reversal happens, if it reverses. So each minute passes by, you notice that it did not reverse and come back up to us. It kept going down. Now, the beautiful thing about a buy stop, this trade is called a buy stop. It's a pending order. It will only activate if the trade, if the market came back up and touched this line. That's the only time you're in the trade. If it doesn't come back up, you're not in a trade. So your money will not be at risk unless the market comes in your direction. Now we could see that the green turned to red. So we no longer have the criteria is that we need to have green, 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 red, green. But the green turned back to red. So that's no longer a good buy trade, right? So we're going to delete this one, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now we notice that there's a red arrow on the screen. Do you notice that the candles were above the green line? That's the first thing. The second thing is that a red arrow came up on the screen. Do you see that?
Yeah. The green.
All right, great, great. So what's called our logo for a sell is starting to form, right? Let's go back to the logo. Let's go back to the logo. This, you could see this part of the red line, right? Where it's going up. Do you see that? This part of the red line is going up. So if we look back at the chart, we could see the candles going up. Do you see that? Candles going up.
Yeah.
And then they came down. You see that they came down, right?
Yeah.
As they're starting to come down, it's starting to form another part of the logo. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Right. All right. So let's go ahead. And then we're moving forward and we're waiting for everything to turn red. Is everything red now?
Yes.
All right, wonderful. Can you see now that we're having to start to form the other part of the logo? Can you see this other piece of it? Okay, so let's going up. So let's look back at the logo again. Do you see that? Now this other part is starting to go up, right?
Yeah.
Right. So we're waiting for it to go up and arch up. And when it arches up, it's going to give us our entry. So let's come back. Now, the arch up happens when 1, 2, 3, 4 from the bottom. Let's count. 4 from the bottom turns green. Do you see that little spot of green popping up now?
Yeah.
All right, when that happens, you're going to put in an entry below here for a sell. So you're going to put your entry line down here for the sell, and then you're going to go for 1 to 3 pips as a beginner, and wherever the reversal happens up here, your stop loss is going to be up here. So can we see now? Red, 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 green, red. The candles were above the line. They came down, and then they're arching back up. Let's go back to our logo, right? This part, we saw this piece of it, right? This little piece of it. I wish this could be bigger, but we saw this little piece of it. Let me try that. Let me try making it bigger. Where is my Come on. Oh, right here. All right, blah, blah, blah. All right, good. All right, great. Is that a little better?
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so you see this piece of it? We saw this piece, right? Where it came up, right? That's right here. We had to draw on this MT4, but from here to here went up, then it came down, then it's coming back up. So if we look at the logo, right, it went up, came down, went up, and now we're kind of right here. So we're waiting for it to come back down. So if it comes down and goes through our 2 lines, you'd have won the trade, right? So let's see if it came down. Did it come down and win the trade?
Yes, it did.
Right. Do you see that logo? Right. You know, it went this way, went down, came back up, and came back over. So that's how the trade system is designed to trade, right? And those 4 things that we identified: the price was above, the red arrow came up, everything turned red, then the 4th one turned green, you know, and you enter the trade just at the point. So let's just slow this down a bit. Candles are above here. It came down. We're waiting for it to come back up. We didn't try to catch the trade here when it was coming down. We waited for it to come back up. And then when it comes up to here, that's the safest point to enter a trade. It doesn't mean there are not other trades available throughout the course of time, but we're looking for the safest point where when we go into a trade, we know with a certainty that it's going in our direction. And that's how we identify the winning trade. Do you see that, Sharon?
Yeah, definitely.
Right. So you'd have won that trade. You'd have made money. Now, if you traded $1 per point and you won 3 points in this trade, how much would you earn? $1 per point.
$3.
Right. If you traded $100 per point, how much would you have won in this trade?
$100.
How much 3 points times 100? How much money would that be?
Oh, 300. I thought, sorry, thought it was $1
Okay,
for each
all right.
one.
So if you
300.
traded $1,000, if you said to the broker, I'm going to risk $1,000 per point in this trade, how much would you earn from these 3 points?
3,000.
Is that good money?
Mm-hmm.
All right. All right. So let's go ahead now and look to see if we identify these other points, right? Let's see if we're sorry, let's delete this line. So we're going forward in time. All right. Do you see where the setup happened again? Red, 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 green, red.
And yeah.
Okay. So if we're looking for a sell, we were looking for the candles to come back down. So let's say we put an entry down below here and we're waiting for the candles to come back down, but it didn't. The candles went up. So it didn't put us in a trade and the red turned to green. So we know, okay, we're no longer looking for a sell anymore. Let's wait to look for a buy. So we waited for things to go up. It went up, went up, went up. But what are we waiting for? We're waiting for this pattern. Look at this pattern again, Sharon. Do you see this? Green, 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 red, green, right? So what type of trade are we looking for now? A buy or a sell?
A buy.
Good. So we're looking for the candles to come back up, put us into a trade, and we're going to go for 1 to 3 pips as beginners. And let's see, did it come up and give you a win, Sharon?
It did, yes.
Yes, it did. Right. So you made some money on that transaction.
Yes.
Right. Nice little trade. Nice little trade. Nice little trade. Nice little trade. All right. So let's go again to look and see what's happening on the chart. This is on Friday. Sorry. All right. So it came back down again. Give you another chance for entry. You could have gotten another entry here for another win, 1 to 3 pips. But here's what happened on Friday. Can you see what happened? Can you see how high this went?
Yeah.
All right. So there's a strategy that we use, right? Where you'd have entered 2 trades, right? You'd close one down when you get to 2 to 20 pips, but you allow the second one to run. Now, if you were using that strategy, which is really an intermediate strategy, on this one trade, this one candle, which took about 30 seconds, you would have won 67 points. Let's say 70 if you took the second candle, right? That's up to 80, but let's say you got 70 points out of this move, which happened on Friday, and you traded that $1 per point, Sharon. How much would you earn from this trade, from this buy? Because you could see it, right? Green, 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 red, green, right? Very clear. Put your entry in, and you let the second one. We're putting in 2 trades. The first one, you're going to close it down once you get to 2 to 20 pips. You close that one. The second one, you're going to move your stop loss to your entry point. So your stop loss should have come above, back to entry. Okay? And then you let the second one run. And you did 70 pips on the second one. How much would you make, Sharon, if you traded $1 per pip or $1 per point on 70 points? How much would you earn?
$70.
Great. If you traded $100 per point with 70 points, how much would you have earned?
7,000.
No, 70
times 100 or
sorry, 70 times 100. So you're right. 7,000. You're correct. What if you traded $1,000 per point?
Wow.
70 points.
70, yep. So that would be 70,000.
Yes. Would it be amazing? Maybe it takes you 6 months, a year, to build your account to the point where you could trade $1,000 per point. But won't it be wonderful that you put in one trade on a Friday morning and in 30 seconds you made $70,000? Do you realize that there are traders out there doing that?
Yeah.
Yeah, because there are people who did this on Friday. I was on the call when this happened. I was there when this candle shot up. So I know a number of partners. Some people would have made $70, $80. I know some people were on that call made $70,000 that on Friday, right? Bigger traders, right? And that's what's going on. All right, so let me expand this a bit. And I'm going to go up to 1 hour chart. So I'm going to go up to the 1 hour chart, okay? And the call outs happened. There's a call out that took place. This is Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. And I want to jump over to US 30 because this was amazing. I'm going to put it on the 15-minute chart. Let's go to the 15-minute chart, right? And this is where the call out started. It happened right down here. You could see it right down here. Right down here is where the trade was called by the system. Right here, Sharon. You can see green, 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 red, green, right? You could see the call out here, right? Now, let's look at how many pips this trade delivered, or points, because it's still running up. It hasn't stopped yet. Okay? For those who are still in that trade delivered 1,070 points. Did you hear what I said, Sharon?
Yeah.
One trade, right? You could see the system, right? You could see them here, right? You could see a bunch of entry points. Green, 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 red, green, right? Green, 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 red, green. Every time we see that, that's an opportunity for a trade. It's just a function of how high it's going to go. But for the intermediate level people in our community who open 2 trades down here and let one run and close the other one down, there are individuals who still have trades open over the course of about 5 days that have netted over 1,000 points.
Yeah.
You earn 1,000 points on a single trade, Sharon. You traded $1 per point, just $1 per point. How much would you make from the single trade that we're looking at?
At 1,000 points?
Yes.
Yeah, $1,000.
$1,000. If you traded $10 per point, how much would you earn?
10,000.
Ladies and gentlemen, please understand this. To trade $10 per point on a US 30 trade, you need about $2,000 in your trading account. You're telling me, Sharon, that if I had the system and I was able to put this information in and I had an account with money in it and I could trade $10 per point, and I was here using this 10 times 100, 10 times 1,000 points times $10, $10,000, 10,000. And I would have been able to make this on Friday, Thursday, Wednesday. This trade was called out on Wednesday. Right? If you put the date and time here, you would see it, right? This right here was Wednesday. Wednesday, November 1. Okay? This is a blessing. Go ahead, Sharon. It sounds like you have a question.
Right. So I have a question. Do you guys take profits?
No. We leave that up to you. The strategy is this, right? When you put in this entry, let me go down to a smaller time frame. Right, I'm going to go to a smaller time frame. I will look at it up closer. Right. So let me drop this down to the 5 minute. So let's go to the 5 minute time frame. We're going to look for an entry. All right. We look for an entry. Okay. So here's one. You could see this. Let me kind of shrink the screen down. Hopefully we could see that a little better. Right. Could you see this here, Sharon? Green, 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 red, green. Do you see that entry?
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right, so when this happens, you open 2 trades at this point, right here where this green line is. So the first one, your stop loss is going to be below this reversal. So your stop loss is down here, and you'd have entered the trade here. So the first one, you close it down anywhere from 2 to 20 pips. Now, on US 30, 2 to 20 pips is right here, where my crosshairs is, right? That's 20 pips. So if you close it down at 10 pips, you'd have closed the first one. Now the second one, you leave the second one open, and you're going to move your stop loss from down here to the entry price. So if the candles turn back on you, you'd close out the second one even, but you'd have made money on the first one. You got that?
Yes.
But the trade didn't come back. The candles did not come back. Do you notice that? It didn't come back to your entry point.
Right.
All right, so it kept going. Now, what you can do is that you could start to put in your stop profit as it's going up.
Right.
So now the candles is up here. You could say, okay, let me put my stop profit halfway between where I started off and here. Then when it goes up further, you could have put it up here, right? Let me put it up here. Okay, up here, and it would have reversed on you, and it would have knocked you out here. But you'd have made a profit between here and here. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. Then you could have also, but it still didn't come back to entry. See, it still didn't come back to entry. Okay? If you didn't change your stop loss. Right? It's still going back to entry. And then it went on to do something really beautiful. You see how high it rose? Right? So if you had waited, you could have ended up closing out the trade with 800, 700, 900, 1,000 pips. Okay? So that's one strategy with that. Now that strategy works really well for indices particularly, right? Works really well for indices. And I've seen daily trades that you can do on the daily chart, the weekly chart. The system is just very, very powerful. So for those of us who will eventually have, and Sharon, I know probably you probably eventually end up doing this. You're going to be Esther's partner. But let's look at this weekly trade here. Let's look at this weekly trade. Let's look at this weekly trade. Look at this weekly call out. 1 week candles. 1 week candles deliver a lot more points. This is 601 pips on this from here, where this trade was called out, green, 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 red, green. Do you see that? Looks like the market was coming down. The system says, no, it's going to buy, and it did. Okay. Yeah. Right. And then if you go back, you can see others. Look at this one. Look at this move all the way up here. This one is 957 pips. No, sorry, 9,549 points. This one, 9,949 points from here to here. It's a weekly chart, which means that this trade probably occurred over 8 months or 9 months. So for those of us who have the ability to leave money in an account and allow it to grow, you could literally, amass a massive amount of money because this, there are going to be people on this line that will earn $1 million, $2, $3, $4, and $5 million in a year because of what we have available to us. And I'm not saying that through hype. It's already happened. There are people in the safety trade community that have already earned over $1 million. So it's not that we're trying to make it sound good. It's what it is. So I'm very grateful for this. Look at this one, Sharon. This one. This is a week. This is this past week. Look at this. Look at this.
Yeah.
Green, 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 red, green, right? Yeah. So when it came down here, if you had put in this trade, you see how many points it have made over the week?
Already, right? Yeah.
Yeah, 1,604. Okay. And the system called this out, not me. Here's another one. Green, 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 red, green. Can you see this one right here?
Yeah.
All right. And you could see how many points it delivered. That's what? 3,426. Okay. And if we check the date on this, this is on July 6th. And this one was called out on October 22nd. All right, October 22nd. So this just happened. Right? This weekly trade just happened. So that's the beautiful thing about the system. So this is looking at the weekly chart, everyone. And then we also have the daily chart. You could also analyze it and get trades on the daily chart as well. It will give you that data. You can see the daily chart setting up for a daily sell. You can see that red, 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 red. There's a potential daily sell coming up. So look out for that. But then it's not fully supported by a weekly sell, right? But there could be a daily sell, 4-hour chart in between a buy and sell. So you're going to learn how to use these different time frames, Sharon and everybody else, and then pick up the opportunities. I'm just dropping the time frames down. Here's the 15-minute chart, green, green, red, green, right? Right here. You can see it's so clear, right? So clear. And this gave us, each of these candles is 15 minutes. So when it gave, then the system says, look out for a 15-minute trade. We literally had a couple of hours to actually take advantage of this move before it happened on Friday. You get advanced notice, Sharon. To say, look, there's a 15-minute trade, right? That was called out. When the first red candle happened, you see, let's go back to right here, right? First red came up and the 15-minute chart, because each candle is 15 minutes. So it means that we had about, before the market finally moved, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we had about a total of about 300 minutes divided by 6 hours, about 4 or 5 hours notice before it happened. And you'd have been able to put in a buy entry, right? You could, if you're a beginner, put in 1, go for 1 to 3 pips. If you're at an intermediate level, advanced level, you put in 2. You close the first one down, you let the second one run. And look at what happened on Friday alone.
Yeah.
This is just Friday. This is not like, I'm not thinking about weeks. This is just Friday.
Yeah.
247 pips at the peak of it. And if it goes up this week, if you're still in the trade and it continues to go up, fine. If it doesn't, and you turn back and hit wherever you're, you could have adjusted your entry now to somewhere in here, right? Giving it a chance to if it comes below this reversal, okay, taps me and so on, right? You could get another entry. So this is just amazing, everybody. I mean, amazing stuff. And then now, Sharon, we have the scanner. I didn't even mention that part yet. Here's the scanner. Now the scanner scans the assets and gives you what to trade. So let's look at cryptos, for example. Let me see if there are any callouts on crypto. Yes, there's one on XMR BTC. This is a 1 minute buy trade. I won't bother to look at it, but there's a trade being called out by the system. You'll see these green arrows going up or red arrows going down whenever there's a trade call out. And the system calls out trade on indices, which is going to start to do right now. It's going to send you messages to tell you there's a 1 minute trade, a 5 minute trade, a 15-minute trade, a 30-minute trade, a 1 hour trade on the indices. And then you're going to have Forex pairs. So it's going to give you, see, here's a Forex pair, Euro GBP. It's calling this out already. GBP NGB is calling this out already. And it's selling you on the 1 minute chart. Look out, there's going to be a sell trade coming up on the 1 minute chart. So we could go to the 1 minute chart on Euro. Let's look at Euro GBP. It's a little early in the evening, so we probably don't see much action there. Where is Euro GBP now? Okay, here we go. All right, so let's put this on the 1 minute. There's not a lot of volume in the market now because the market's just opening up. But you could see, Sharon, where it was showing red, 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 green. But the fifth one, you see where the fifth one changed from red to green. So that invalidated that trade, right? But you could see other opportunities happen before, right? Where we had red, like right here. You could see red, 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 green, red, right? It came down. We could see it happened here again, right? Red, 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 green, red. We saw where it came down, right? So these are always opportunities for us to make money when these patterns line up. And then we have training on how to identify some other things that we're going to use as well that are going to make the trading experience even more profitable. We have blue line trading, fill in the gap, you know, what we call dirty buys, dirty sell trades that are not as clean, but perfect stuff. So see the logo forming again, it was going up, 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 came down. We're waiting for it to arch back up and then come back down. Right? If we jump up to the 5 minute time frame, we see a buying, we see how it was below, came back up, came back under to come back up. The 15-minute chart on this, and this is looking at, oh, this is nice, right? Nice. So I'm just fired up, man, and excited about having data that's reliable, that we know for sure gives us information that we can truly trade. A lot of us now who have been learning how to use this and have become proficient at it are winning over 90% of our trades. And that is huge. So with that said, do you have any questions for me, Sharon?
Well, let me see, how do I say this? So let's say I'm in a trade and the trade becomes invalid, right? Is there an alert? And I'm not watching my phone or my computer. So is there an alert that will tell you that this trade has changed direction or anything like that? Or it's no longer valid?
No, you don't have notifications like that. You're gonna have to set up your own notifications if you want them set up. You could set up a note, you could put in a notification, it activates, you know the price gets to your entry point, you can put a notification in your app, whether it's MP4, you could put the notification in your app or TradingView. TradingView has a lot of notifications. You could put notifications if it gets to your entry point, but there's no way to tell you that it's no longer valid. You'll have to check your trade. But we recommend that trading should be active and not passive. All right, the market is very dynamic, so you should at least look at your trade. Now, the 1 hour, 4 hour daily trades, those don't require looking at the system as much. But, our 1 minute, 5 minute, 15-minute trades, you need to be present.
Right.
So
So, right. And I should have said that. I was thinking about a longer term, like a 4 hour trade. And I'm
4 hour trade, don't worry about those. Yeah, those take days to develop. Yeah, so you definitely wouldn't be sitting down and looking at a 4 hour trade. But it would be good to have a notification for when it activates it.
Okay.
Yeah, so you will know when to start adjusting your stop loss. But the 4 hour trades, the gentleman, the developer, he's never seen a 4 hour and 1 hour trade lose in 3 years.
Oh, okay.
With the system. So this data is reliable. That's the key. It's reliable. And that's just the bottom line. but you're going to get training on how to use it. You know, there's a way to use two charts. You know, you have the higher time frame on the left, the lower time frame on the right. You know, there's just a wonderful way to assess this, and you're going to be trained on how to do it. So you're not going to be out there trying to figure this out on your own. You're going to have guidance on how to go about looking at the charts and stuff like that. I love to trade the 1 minute and the 5 minute scalp, but I also do the 1 hours too and the 4 hours too. And you know, the 15-minute chart is beautiful. You know, the 5 minutes is great. The whole system is wonderful. So when you get to the point of being able to use it, you will find like, well, you know, there's the market is going to open here soon, and I'll give it an hour after open, maybe 2 hours after open, and then you start to see patterns develop on all the various charts, and then you'll be able to start making some trades. Always start in your demo. So go ahead, you know, if you're going to get the system, get it, and you're going to have a beautiful partner, Esther, amazing partner, business partner of ours, amazing. You know, she's wonderful. She's earning a lot of money from trading right now, and she's also passionate about helping her friends and family members to know about the trading system of the safety trade. So I really appreciate Esther a lot. And Esther, if you're still online, if you can unmute and just share with your friends. I know you have 1 or 2 friends on here. But Esther, if you can come off mute, that would be great.
Thank you, Esther.
Thank you, Sharon.
Thank you, Esther.
Thank you, Mo. Oh gosh. I was nearly sleeping here. You know, I had my grandson over the weekend, so I'm feeling tired. Busy day, guys. But you know, everybody here, whether they are part of people that I know or those that I don't know, we are one big family. And all I can say, this thing is going to change your lives. And if you're not ready for this thing to change your lives, please pass it on to others. You will be changing a community that really needs this help. So that's all I can say. I've seen the breakthrough. I'm not gonna say much, but I'm a very happy woman right now. That's all I can say.
And I heard your husband has noticed.
He has actually noticed, and he's behaving himself now.
Hey, guess what? Happy wife, happy life, right?
Yes. Happy wife, happy life. Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
Hey man, nice. I'm glad to hear that you're feeling much better. Because hey, when we get money out of the way as one of our issues, a big issue has been removed, man. The number one prayer request that pastors receive is for money. Just so you guys know, all right? That's the number one request in prayer. Written. More money.
Yeah, and it's not that we are thinking money. Money is not everything, because you have the time. Time is more important than money. But right now we are exchanging our time with money, because we are spending all hours working, slaving ourselves, and yet we have an opportunity in front of us that can change all that. I mean, like, if I was working right now and I have my cutest grandson you can ever have, or anyone can ever have, he's 9 months now. I couldn't imagine going to work and leaving him and not being able to see him when I want to see him. But this system now is providing that freedom. So it's not like we love money so much, but you can't do without money. Money helps us do things and change things, and you know. And it's better to cry in a BMW than crying on a bicycle, guys. Come on, let's make the money.
I agree with you.
Well, you believe me now, do you?
That's a good one, Esther.
That's good, Esther.
Okay. All right, everybody. Any questions from anyone else who wants a better understanding? If something wasn't clear, I know I said a lot, more than a mouthful, but.
And Doc, can you please send me the recording, because I need to send it to someone who is not here. Sharon, we need to send this recording to Dr. Holloway.
Okay.
Yeah, he didn't get into the Zoom.
All right, that's fine. I recorded it, so that's.
Thank you. Yeah.
I have a question. It's Mo.
Hey, Mo.
So how long does it take for the system to be set up on my screen, for example?
Okay, for you to be able to use it.
Yes.
Let's give you a range of, let's say, 5 days to 2 weeks. You know, it just depends on if everything goes smoothly, because there's a bit of information that you go back and forth with. It's a little bit faster now because we're only doing the trading view version. So if you when you get the biggest part is not fumbling the NDA, the non-disclosure agreement. So once you sign up, that's immediate. You get an email with a Google form. You fill that out. You fill it out correctly. Then you get another email with set up your NDA. Because we're no longer doing it on MT4. You're doing it only on TradingView right now. So it's a little bit faster. So the time might be less than I'm telling you.
We can't do it on our MT4.
You can, but it's going to cost you a lot more. So they prefer to just do it on trading because it's just more efficient.
So you're saying better for us to trade on TradingView?
The system is better set up on TradingView because there's something called a sniper, which I haven't talked about today or shown you today, but you'll see the sniper later on. And the sniper, you have to have TradingView to get the sniper. So it's just better to just do it on trading.
So Maureen, you can set up your charts on TradingView, but you can still trade on MT4.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I do. You know, I'm trading. I'm just using the safety trade system to give me the entry point, and then I put the entry point in on my MT4.
Okay.
Yeah, because what we need is the entry point. What we need is the entry point, not where to trade necessarily. What we need to know is, should I buy now or should I sell now? That's what we need to know, right? Right, and then put in the trade.
Okay.
This is Roger. I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Roger.
Can I use IC Market as a broker on this?
Yes, you can. You can use any broker. The broker you use is not affecting what's going on here, right? Because what's going on here is that this is telling me on this 5-minute chart on NAS, green, 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 red, green. So right here on all broker charts, regardless of the price the broker may have, it might differ by a couple of points. But we do know that on this candle, right? This candle here, this red candle here, this was the entry for it to go up, and it went up. You could see that it went up after, right?
Okay. And
so regardless of the broker, that would have been the same.
Right. And I guess slippage is also accounted for in the same way?
Yeah, well, slippage is just broker, you know, and depending on how fast the market is moving.
Right.
You know, because slippage, yes, that's a broker issue, depending on their servers and all of that.
Right.
So there's nothing we could do about that part. But that won't affect your profitability in the long run. It won't. You know, a little bit of slippage here and there, but it won't be enough to derail you.
So my last question would be then, in terms of the scanner. Now, you showed the scanner for a little bit. I didn't fully understand what the scanner actually did. Can you just quickly, briefly go over that again?
Hey, sure, Roger. Do you see AUD CHF right here?
Yep.
In blue. Okay. So do you see this green arrow pointing up?
Uh-huh.
All right, so that's a 15-minute, it's under the 15-minute column, M5, M15. Yeah. So that's a 15-minute trade on AUD CHF. Do you see this one on this red down arrow on CHF JPY?
Let me go over there. Yes.
All right, great. And then here's another couple of them popping up. New safety trade, AUD JPY, GBP JPY. Let's go look for GBP JPY. GBP JPY, right? There's a lot more of us know about GBP JPY. Where are you, GBP JPY? Let's see. Oops. Symbols. I have to come and look for it over here. Crosses, right? All right, here we go. Where's GBP JPY? Okay, it's there. All right, so in this list here, I have GBP JPY, but they're not clearly. Here it is. All right. So GBP JPY. All right, so let's go to the 1-minute chart now. And what do you see down here, Roger? What colors are here? Red, right?
Wait, I'm trying to see your. I'm using a phone, so I gotta use. Let me see.
That's all right.
Yeah, show me again. Where are you?
Yeah, down
Okay.
here where my mouse
Yeah.
is.
Yep. Yep.
Do you see this? Do you see this pattern setting up?
Yep.
Right. So do you see where it happened before? Red, 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 green, red right here.
Mm-hmm.
Did it sell afterwards?
It did. Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the setup. So the system gives you a message like it's doing now to tell you ahead of time that look out, there is a sell trade. All the way you see red going down, those are sell opportunities. Do you see a lot of red arrows going down?
Yeah. Yeah. Got it.
Right. And then do you see green arrows going up?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So that's what the scanner tells you. So the scanner tells you when the setup has happened. So you'll know I can wait for a sell trade or a buy trade accordingly.
And how much time do you have on a 1 minute? Let's say, for instance, on a 1 minute time frame. How much time? Do you have?
Sometimes you get 2 or 3 minutes, but sometimes by the time you get to it, the trade has already gone.
Right. Okay.
Right. So you have to be like if you're using the scanner for the 1 minute trades, you have to be like setting aside an hour to do that. Where
Right.
you just during the market, and you want to do that during the prime market hours. So you're doing that during like the London session, when the London session is very active, or the New York session is very active. And when you're doing it during those times, the chances of getting a lot of these messages increases.
Right. Okay.
Okay, is that clear?
Yeah. Yeah. I got it. Thanks.
All right, man. All right. Did Esther invite you as well, Roger?
No, it was Devaton actually.
Devatan. Oh, my brother over there in Canada. All right. That's cool. That's cool. I'll get back with Devatan and book you up, right?
Yes.
You have any other questions for me, Roger?
No, I think that was the main question I had really. So I assume that the longer the time frames, is the more well, I guess the longer the time is for you to get in and do what you need to do, right?
Yes, correct. Exactly. And you could hold the trades longer on a longer time frame.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So if we were to look at let's look at NAS for example, right? Look at NAS for example, right? And we'll go to the 1 hour chart. The other day, man, there were just some beautiful cells. You could see this cell, right? You could see this red right here. Do you see this blob of green?
Mm-hmm.
That's a 1 hour cell. Do you see how long this went on for? Right? Do you see the drop after?
That's on the 1 hour time frame?
Yeah, this is a 1 hour chart. So each of these candles is a 1 hour candle. So you generally, whenever it develops on the 1 hour chart, you get a lot more out of it. You end up getting a lot more out of the 1 hour trades, but they're not as frequent as a 1 minute.
Another 1 minute, right? Because the market is active. So yes.
Right. So here are some 1 hours, right? This period here, this particular week, you could see a lot of them back to back. You could see that, right? Here's one. This was just a beautiful week. Okay. See, so the system gives us the data, and it's just for us now to use it correctly. But you're gonna get training. You're gonna be able to practice using it and so forth. All right.
Okay.
All right. Awesome. Any other questions from anyone else? Anybody? Roger? Anybody? Any other questions before we close off?
You know what? I have another question.
Go ahead.
When I came on, you said there was another fee after the $5.99 of, I think you said $70-something.
Thank you for reminding me about that.
Right.
Okay. All right. So, yes, thank you very much, Mo. Very much.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, my recommendation is that you join us as an affiliate. We believe in selflessness, right? That we should share this with other people, not only because you're going to earn some money from doing so, but we should. One thing about trading is that you end up making way more money than you could from the affiliate side, because eventually making $500 is 30 seconds with trading. All right. So a lot of people, $500 a month, $1,000, $2,000, $5,000. After a while, it's not a big deal. But in the beginning, it is. It is, because for some people, they may not be able to pay $767 out of their pocket to get into Xtream. A lot of people won't be able to do that. So being able to pay $168 and then introduce friends and family is a great strategy, and make money and then use that money to buy the safety trade system. That's one approach. We also recommend that you just become an affiliate anyway, right? Because introducing friends and family is the right thing to do. So once you've done that, then you buy the product. Some people may say, okay, you know what? I don't want to be an affiliate. I only want to be a student. All right, fine. You could pay $99 a month or $159 a month. If you are a student in a school, you could pay $89 a month if you have a school ID. And then you could pay by the safety trade. So the safety trade is $599 for a 1-year license. So the first month you are, expected to pay $767, which is $599 for the safety trade plus $168 to be an affiliate. And thereafter, you pay $99 a month as an affiliate or a student, and $75 a month for the signals. So are there people who just buy the safety trade alone? I mean, I know some people are, they're just interested in themselves. They do not want to tell anybody else about anything. They'd like to be quiet. Fine, I'm not, upset about that. It's just what it is, right? I understand selfishness. So $599 is what you pay for the year, and then you pay $75 a month for the signals, right? So you pay $599 for this. You get this set up. It's going to be on TradingView. It'll be set up for you to use, and then you're going to have the signals to send you messages every day, $75 a month, and you have access. And also there's what's called a blue line trading. I didn't touch on it, but this is some really safe trades, the blue line trade.
Trade alert, new safety trade alert.
Okay, I hear somebody safety trade going on, calling out trades over there. That's the system calling it out, right? So this is just beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful system. So I hope the pricing is clear. All right, US oil, 1 minute sell stop. Right, Roger? So we could go jump into a 1 minute trade on oil right now. I'm not saying you should, but I'm just showing you how the system is awesome, right? So it sends you the message on the 1 minute chart to tell you, hey, Roger, the system, oil has now bought up, but it's bought up to set up a 1 minute sell. See, red, 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 green, red. So the system is very valuable because you now have see it's coming down already. You can see, Roger, you can see that, right? How fast that was, right? So if you were, if we're able to make a move on it, but we need to do some other things here. Look at the 5 minute chart as well to see this is an agreement. Quickly look at that. That's a good 1 minute trade, Roger. This is a good 1 minute trade. This is going to win. This trade is going to win, right? So this trade is going to win. The market needs to heat up some more, but this trade is going to be a winning trade, all right? This trade is a pretty clear, straightforward trade. The 5 minutes is an agreement. Let's got the 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart is selling as well. 30-minute chart is selling as well. The 1 hour chart is selling as well. And it's arched up enough on the 5 minute. Could go up some more, could still go up some more, right? Because the logo came down, arched up, came down, so it could arch up some more and come back down again. But this is a good trade. It's going to sell down. All right. It's just easy win. Very easy win on that trade. Very easy win. Okay, 1 minute trade. All right. In fact, it came back down, gave us a little tiny win, and but I know it's gonna come back down again based on this. This other side of the cycle here needs to be completed where this is changed to green and if this comes back to red, and if this box stays red and all of that, then you're good to go. All right. Hope that helps with the answers to the questions that you were asking me, Mo. So you could
Yes,
choose.
it did. Thank you.
Yeah, you could mix and match your stuff. We don't insist that you have to do anything in particular. It's up to you. All right. We just make some recommendations, and it's up to you to choose what you want. Okay. All right. Anyone else? Anyone else? Any questions from anybody else? All right, cool. All right, so really grateful and thankful for everybody that showed up today. Thank you very much for being here. We are on here tomorrow, Monday through Thursday at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, whatever time that is for you. It's going to be 8 p.m. in the UK and 9 p.m. sorry, in the UK and Nigeria, right? 9 p.m. 9 p.m. Monday to Thursday, UK, Nigeria, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the US. That's 5 p.m. over there in the Eastern Caribbean. And in Kenya, that's 11 p.m. in the night. Right. So we're going to be on here throughout the course of the week, Monday through Thursday, doing a presentation. It takes about 45 minutes to an hour. And we do one on Saturdays at the same time. On Sundays, we do that 5 p.m. Eastern, which is 9. I'm getting my times all mixed up. But 9 p.m. Okay, so I have it right now. No, Estes. 8 p.m. Monday through Thursday on the UK Nigeria time. 8 p.m. Not 9.
Oh, I know. I mixed up with
It's 8
this.
p.m. It's 8 p.m. Tomorrow night is 8 p.m.
It's
Tonight
8
is 9 p.m. But
Yes.
tomorrow night is 8 p.m. So all right, we're getting it right. After this week, we'll settle down. All right. These people, boy, why don't they stop this time change stuff? I don't know. But all right. But love you all. Thank you very much for showing up. I'll send you the link, Esther, when it's posted to YouTube, and we take off from there. All right. Market is now heating up, guys. So go make some money. All right. Kick back in your favorite chair, favorite drink, and make some money trading. All right. Okay then. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. You're welcome.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much.
You're welcome.
Thanks, bye.
Bye-bye.